Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Charlie.
And this is GottaSing.com.
Your online resource for a better voice.
Good. Okay, so we had Jaron here last time. We have Jaron here for another lesson because we have another issue to deal with. Jaron, come on over.
Jaron.
Jaron is 18. He just graduated from high school. He is going into a theater program in college.
Yes.
Where he'll have to sing as well as dance and act. So we're going to talk today about what do you want us to help you change your voice?
I have a lot of vocal tension, and it tends to lead to forced vibrato and other problems like that.
Okay, yes, good. It doesn't, it leads to a lot of problems. Again, with what we were talking about in your last lesson is the pitch issue as well. That tension around the larynx can
What's a
add
forced
to
vibrato?
pitch.
What's a forced vibrato?
Let's demonstrate. Just hold a note and give us a forced vibrato. Okay? Okay, so it's a little bit slow. I can see the tongue, the root of the tongue moving under there because you're making that vibrato happen in the larynx and with the air, with the diaphragm, whatever it is. I will demonstrate my forced vibrato because this is how I learned to do vibrato. I mean, come on, that does not sound good. In fact, my mother one time said to me, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I am singing." Okay, so we're going to teach you how to have a nice natural vibrato, okay? We like to talk, vibrato is actually a change in pitch, okay? So vibrato actually goes up and below the note. That's what we want. If it is a pressed or machine gun vibrato, we call it, you get this, So instead of, Shelly, demonstrate. Shelly has a beautiful, nice legato vibrato. Do it. So it's just a little bit of a variation in the pitch. Now, men in general, a lot of women who belt, tend to press and get everything here, and so you get that forced vibrato. So the key to good vibrato, or spin as we would like to call it, rather than vibrato, we want the air to spin out of the mouth, is actually relaxation of everything, okay?
I always say there's three components of a good vibrato. First of all, you've got to have good breathing technique. You've got to have good breath management. So if you're not using the air correctly and actually managing it as it comes out, that affects it. Also, lack of tension, so not having that tongue tight, not having all kinds of things that are super tight on the face and neck and body, but also allowing space in the mouth. Some people sing with really closed mouths, etc. So if you have those three components in place, it tends to just make that natural vibrato a much easier component of your singing.
Okay, good. So let's keep those three things in mind as we do an exercise.
Okay.
Shall I want to go over the piano?
Yes.
I help the boys, she helps the girls. It only works. It's the way it should be. All right, so nice posture. Come on, open up the ribs. Open up the ribs. And if you look on DVD 1, there's all those breathing exercises, which really help you open up the intercostal ribs and get that breath down in to the diaphragm, into the belly, into that belly breath. Okay? So, nice deep breath, and we're just going to go zia, and you're going to spin that top note for me. Okay, first off, we're just going to start by spinning the top note.
Okay.
All right? Hold it just a little bit longer and slide up to that first note. Actually, let's put your finger on your larynx just for reference. All right? And. Good. So we held a straight tone and then he did the vibrato on the end of it. We call that a hold and sparkle. It is a technique used in a lot of singing, particularly Broadway singing. And let me bring up a point here. Our techniques can be used for any style. If you want to go into pop singing, you can use technique is technique. You can sing in any style, pop, country, musical theater, even later on into classical if you get more and more training. Okay? So let's try that again, and give me the spin now, right at the beginning of that when you get to the top of that. Okay? Good. Now, that sounded like it was going up and over the pitch. It doesn't sound too forced. Now, as we get higher, that's going to probably change. So I want you to try something. I want you to spin on the Z and then spin all the way through to that So in other words, we're starting the tone with a nice spinny sound. It already has energy coming through it and air is spinning out of the mouth. Okay. All right?
Which is a natural phenomena for air, is that once it starts coming up through that rounded portion of the mouth, it is naturally going to spin, and so that's why we call it that.
Good. How's the larynx doing?
It was okay.
Was it? Okay, good. Okay is good. Nice and level is better.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, go to the next one. Do the same thing. Spin the Z and let that catapult to the ah.
Okay.
Good. Now, vibrato should be a tool you use depending on the style of music you're singing. If you're singing pop, you use less vibrato. Broadway, you use it on the end of notes.
Right.
Sometimes in the middle of notes. Classical singing, we use it on every single portion of the note. There is always spin going on through the voice. So it is a technique you should acquire. If you do not have vibrato, let me show them how to do this, okay? So I don't want you to think vibrato. I just want to hold, let's have a G below middle C. And I just want you to hold it on ah as long as you can. So get a nice big breath and just hold the note. And we're going to listen for a really natural vibrato. Don't make it happen at all. Just let that air spin out, okay?
Turn it off?
Just ah, all right? And give the note, yes. Good. So it started and then you relaxed a little bit and it started going and then it stopped and then it started going again. And this is how you gain vibrato. Just hold one note and see the natural spinning of the air. If all those three things that Shelley was talking about, you have good breath, everything's relaxed and open, you're going to naturally get vibrato. Okay?
So Jaron, did you feel like those components did you have the breathing nice and relaxed, your body relaxed, your neck relaxed, and also some space inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it was good. Because it's lower too, so.
Exactly, you're showing a little lower.
Easier.
So let's go to middle C now and see how he does up there. Okay, so now you really have to relax everything. Put your finger in the larynx and make sure that it's not moving up as you sing. And just don't hold a straight tone, just hold a tone that is going to go and let's see if that natural vibrato will come out.
Okay.
All right? Sounded a little bit forced at the end, was it? Did you kind of make it happen? Good, don't do that. Just let it happen. Let it spin out of the mouth.
Feed it a little more air.
Okay.
Feed it some more air.
At the very end, you started off with this kind, and then at the very end you relaxed and it went up. That's what you want.
I would like to see your head pulled back, just like hair. You're jutting out your chin, which creates stress.
Okay. And tension. Again, since we're talking about vibrato and tension, anytime you lift that chin up, it goes. Again, another male issue. I'm going to reach for that note. Yeah. Open it up and let the back space come forward.
Drop the chin just
Yeah.
there.
All right, let's go to D. Ready? And let's see what happens. Big breath. Come on. Open it up.
That's okay.
Yeah. Good. It got a little faster at the end too. And again, that's you relaxing and letting things just flow out. Okay. Now, vibrato is super important to all singers. It makes you sound professional. It gives you that spinning sound. It's probably the biggest thing that people come to us for. This is one of the biggest questions we have. How can I get vibrato? So, relax, do the 3 steps that Shelley talked about, get into your DVDs, do your breathing exercises, and make sure that everything's open, you're checking your larynx, and all that stuff. So, thank you, Jaron, for being here for 2 episodes. Yay!
Great. And remember, technique is absolutely paramount. You must have it for a healthy singing voice. If you have some vocal issues or some technique issues that you want to know about or know how to get better, let us know.
See ya.